Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramenator coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And recently I've done a couple videos of prison ramen burritos. The first was actually with Maruchan Texas beef ramen. Comes in a clear pack. Got a few packs from readers that have sent them to me, thank you. And so that's been interesting. Basically, you take a pack of those, some Cheetos, and some Doritos, munch it all up, put it all together, let it sit in a Ziploc, and then you have a burrito-shaped thing. And then I did one with Vite Ramen, which is a very healthy alternative ramen out there. And that came out pretty good. And today, I've decided to try something completely, totally different. Indomie prison ramen burrito. So this is going to be totally different. The way we do this is we crunch everything up in the package, and everything's pretty well crunched already. Going to do a little bit of extra crunch in here. Now, one thing that's required is that when you cook this stuff, that you leave a little bit of liquid left, because if it's all dry, it's not going to turn into a cohesive burrito item. So keep that in mind. I know this is like, I've seen people make Indomie soup, and it's like one of my least favorite things to witness. There's one pack. Dump that in too. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes very well. So let me cook these up and I'll be right back. Alright, so you might be wondering, what else do we put in this thing other than the sachets? Well, we can do the sachets first. Here is our massive cauldron with our 2 packs of Indomie in here. Probably know what it looks like to pour sachets into Indomie, so I wanted to stay along the lines of things that are Indonesian. And one thing that I've always liked with Indomie are these. And this is a Indonesian cracker called kerupuk aci, and I set up one of these, kind of mushed it up, and so this will go in there. This will be, I guess, kind of like the Cheeto element. I don't know how well it's going to work in this situation, but I guess we'll find out. I think this may be a rather large burrito. 2 packs of Indomie, all this stuff. We might even need more liquid. Oh yeah, I think we'll need more liquid, because the next ingredient is going to require, yeah, this is actually already soaking up all this Indomie potato chips. I mean, what else could I use, right? It makes sense. Here's how they look, and here's they're going. I'm just going to add a little water, not a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, just added a half a cup of water. I think that'll probably all get sucked up as the burrito does its burritoing. Alright, so the next step is to get this stuff in the bag. Basically what I tried to do is massage it a little bit. And kind of get it all into one big long piece that's about the same across. Then get it almost all the way shut. And then try to get rid of a lot of air. And there we go. So here's what we got. We have this big, long loaf of thing, and we're gonna let this chill for about 20 minutes, so I'll be back. So here is our burrito. It feels nice and dense like we want. Let's unwrap it gently. And then what I'm gonna do, because this has worked well in the past, I'm just gonna slice the bag. And as I mentioned to you before, you really don't need to save the bag. What you should do is just rid yourself of the bag. You don't need to, rinse it out and save it. It's gonna be okay. That's a tip from me to you, as usual. Yeah, there is our Indomie burrito. Now we gotta garnish it. What are we gonna do? Well, what do you do? Well, first off, this is called dua balibas, which means 2 ducks. 2 ducks. So we're gonna throw some of this on here. Like so. It's a sweet and spicy Indonesian chili sauce. Now, what's something that comes in Indomie? The little crunchy fried onions, right? Well, those are actually in here already. But I was thinking, you know what I do have? This is fresh gourmet crispy onions. Usually you'll find it around like the salad stuff. But I also had the crispy garlic too. And so I took some of each and munched it up. So let's totally, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then for a little bit of nice look, we'll add a sprig of cilantro, which is known elsewhere in the world as coriander. And finally, the crown jewel of any good way of having Indomie is the fried egg on top. And there is the Indomie burrito in all its love, glory, happiness, and shame. Because this is a lot of food. I'll have to calculate all the calories that this thing represents. But let's let it have a spin and just revel in the burrito. All right, well, here we are. Look at this thing. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with it. I didn't know how it was gonna come out. I don't know how it tastes still. This is 2 packs of Indomie, a bag of Indomie potato chips, and 1 big krupakachi cracker, and a fried egg, cilantro, coriander, dua balibas, and fried onion and fried garlic. So I guess we should have a look and do a cross-section shot of it, right? I mean, isn't that the right thing to do? So let's try that right about here. Do a slow slice through it, just using the weight of the blade. Really doesn't require a lot of effort to slice munched up potato chips and noodles, but we want it to be a nice clean cut. Let's try it without anything added. at kind of this end of this will be kind of like that. Well, it tastes like Indomie. I'm getting a little bit of the cracker. And it's kind of like the potato chips basically completely disintegrated. And so it's kind of like a little bit of a, yeah, kind of like a mashed potato thing going on in there. Now let's see how it is with the garnish combo. Let's get this egg a-running. Oh, yeah. Let's just watch that for a moment. The beauty of a runny yolk. Alright, so let's take a bit of this. Oh, let's just go right through. Here's got the onion and garlic, and spicy, and the yolk. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, I want to eat this whole thing, but I don't think I will. Delightful. And really, honestly, you saw me make it. This is pretty easy to make. So yeah, if you love Indomie, and I love Indomie, people get really bent out of shape. They're like, why isn't it number 1 on your top 10 list? Why? I'm not from Indonesia, first off. I understand, though. Indonesians are extremely proud of Indomie because people around the world freaking love this stuff, as do I. And on my top 10 list this year is an Indomie product. It's their real meat rendang. And that stuff is absolutely off the hook. But I've tried over 3,000 varieties. This just doesn't make the list, unfortunately. But oh man. I would say if you like Indomie, make this. Totally make this. Yeah. So there you have it. The Indomie prison style burrito. First time ever. Please go ahead and make this. It was really easy. I want to see your pictures. Maybe you do it completely different. Thank you for watching. This has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. There's another one of these that's going to be coming. Obviously, you can't get Indomie if you're in a U.S. prison. So, sorry. But another one you can't get in there is Shin Ramyun. And that will be the next prison-style ramen burrito that I do. And I'm still kind of working in my head what I'm going to use with that. So if you have some suggestions, I'm definitely open to them. But yeah, this was a success. Big time. So alright, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider wishing you enjoyment of your noodles every day. Have a good one. Bye.